All right, so today we're going to be talking about invisible distribution. And you might be wondering, what does that even mean? So let's look at an example. In this example, we have 3 times x plus 4 in parentheses minus 2x plus 1 in parentheses. Now, that 2x plus 1 is in parentheses, and when we see parentheses, we should think distribution. But what are we distributing? Because there's not a number written next to those parentheses. Now, just like when you see an x with no number written next to it, the number is really an invisible 1. We can think that there's an invisible 1 written next to these parentheses here. So let's go ahead and write that in. So now we can see what number it is that we're distributing. At this point, our first step should be to rewrite the problem where every subtraction is plus negative. So that minus 1 in the middle there now becomes plus negative 1. The problem is 3 times x plus 4 in parentheses plus negative 1 times 2x plus 1 in parentheses. So what we're going to be distributing is that negative 1. Now we're on our distribution step. In that first set of parentheses, 3 times x becomes 3x, and 3 times 4 becomes 12. And in that second set of parentheses, negative 1 times 2x becomes negative 2x, and negative 1 times 1 becomes negative 1. So the problem is now 3x plus 12 plus negative 2x plus negative 1. Now we can combine like terms. So 3x plus negative 2x is 1x, and 12 plus negative 1 is 11. So we've got 1x plus 11, which is our final answer. That can also be written as x plus 11 because 1x and x mean the same thing. We can also flip the order around and have it as 11 plus x. Any one of those three means the exact same thing. Any one of them is acceptable as a final answer. Let's do one more example together. This time we'll notice that there's a subtraction in that second set of parentheses as well. So the problem is 5 times 2x plus 3 in parentheses minus 3x minus 2 in parentheses. Once again, when we see parentheses, we should think distribution, but there's no number written in front, so we have to ask ourselves, what are we distributing? And we need to write in the 1 there. So it's 5 times 2x plus 3 minus 1 times 3x minus 2. Then we're going to rewrite the subtractions as addition. So that minus 1 became plus negative 1, and the minus 2 in parentheses becomes plus negative 2. So the problem is now 5 times 2x plus 3 plus negative 1 times 3x plus negative 2. And now we're ready to distribute. 5 times 2x is 10x. 5 times 3 is 15. So that first distribution becomes 10x plus 15. Negative 1 times 3x is negative 3x. And negative 1 times negative 2 is positive 2. So the problem is now 10x plus 15 plus negative 3x plus positive 2. So what had been a minus 2 in the parentheses is a plus 2 now. Now we're ready to combine like terms. 10x plus negative 3x is 7x. 15 plus 2 is 17. And that's our answer. And once again, you can write that with the order flipped around as well. 17 plus 7x means the exact same thing as 7x plus 17. Either one is an acceptable final answer.